Are you looking to create passionate employees within your organization, but you're looking for what are the different strategies, the employee engagement strategies that you can start implementing to get people excited about their jobs and their career and your business? Well, in this video, I have 5 different things, 5 different strategies that I want to talk through for employee engagement to create passionate employees within your organization. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Preston, author of Harness Your Butterflies and creator of the Career Accelerator program, helping professionals just like you to create exciting and fulfilling careers. If you're new to the channel, if you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button below. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if this video is helpful. And without further ado, let's jump into the video. If you manage people, the odds are that you are very familiar with employee engagement, and you might have tried some things in the past to make employee engagement stick, to make your team excited, to get things kind of moving in a positive direction. And if you have kind of not done very well in that, you might realize there probably are a couple strategies that you haven't tried or that you're looking to try. And in this video, I'm going to cover what are 5 different strategies that you can implement as soon as today to start getting movement, positive movement on your team and create a passionate and exciting workforce. So the first thing that I want to talk about, the first strategy that you can implement is employee recognition programs. Now, you might think of employee recognition programs as having to be really time consuming, really over the top, really financially kind of incentivized or giving people free stuff, that sort of thing. And while they can look like that, employee recognition can look like that, a lot of times something as simple as calling out someone in the meeting and saying, you know, this person did really well, or I'd like to thank this team for doing this over, you know, really outstanding thing. That type of stuff goes really far in kind of creating a culture of excitement and recognition within your organization to make people feel like they're doing something that's worthwhile. And the best way to develop culture in your organization is through recognition. So if you think of things as like confirmation bias, which is our brain's internal way of viewing things and kind of reaffirming that in a positive way, or if you, let's say you focus on something, your brain is going to find ways to validate your opinion, validate your perspective. And what that means from an employer standpoint is if you create kind of the list of things that you want to acknowledge, let's say hard work, dedication, innovation, creativity, those sort of things, if those are the values that you have in your company, if you focus on creating a confirmation bias of innovation, creativity within your organization, which is to say that you are actively engaging and kind of recognizing those type of behaviors and activities, you'll start to pull more out of your team with that type of energy, because people will start to realize, okay, people are being recognized for creativity, innovation. I should start looking to be more creative and more innovative as well. So that's the first kind of thing that you can do. It doesn't need to be super complicated. It can be just as simple as identifying what your values are and recognizing people that fit those values. The second employee engagement strategy is employee development programs. Now, if you don't already have an employee development program within your organization, you can develop one within your team relatively easily. All you need to do is meet with your individual team members, find out what they're interested in developing their career into. And so it might be something where they, you know, continue down the path of their current role. They might want to be promoted at some point, but you want to make sure that you understand what are your employees looking to do, and then creating some sort of strategy or plan for them to reach those goals. So for example, if someone wants to learn more about a technical skill, helping them understand and research, you know, here are the different things that you can do, here's the different courses you can take, here are the different options that you have within your role to be able to expand that. But I think having that sort of employee development plan in place gets people really excited, and it makes them feel like they're working towards something rather than just receiving a paycheck. So that's number 2. The third thing is employee surveys. If you don't have an employee survey within your organization, you want to make sure that you at least start to understand what is not working for your employees. And the reason that you do employee surveys on a mass scale, typically across the entire organization, is you want to understand what are the pain points that employees are feeling. Do they feel like they're not getting enough support? Do they feel like they're not getting enough resources? Do they feel like they're not educated enough to do what they need to do? Do they feel like the demands are too high? What are the kind of the pain points that your employees are feeling? And by doing the survey, it allows you to create an action plan off of that to fix some of the issues that there might exist within your organization. So for example, if you put the survey out and you say, you know, how much do you like your supervisor, for example, if a lot of employees are saying that they don't like their supervisor, one specific person, or they might say, I don't like this team of supervisors, it might be time to do kind of reintroduce training into your organization for your managers, or to maybe figure out a different way to structure your team so that they have more autonomy and they're able to work more independently. Those sort of things will come out and get people more excited because they feel like they're being heard, and if they see that things are moving in a positive direction, they'll get more excited about the future of your organization. Number 4 is team building activities. Now this is also very simple, it doesn't have to cost a lot of money, but typically what happens is when you can engage your team and get everyone excited and kind of introduce each other and more on a conversational level, what you'll see is your team will start to interact more casually with each other, and they'll start to understand working styles better, which allows the work to kind of be seamlessly done in a more efficient way just because people know each other better and they don't have that sort of the steps of having to understand communication styles or working styles, that sort of thing. So if you can get your team engaged, if you can create activities for your team, they might be more excited, and this strategy specifically would have to be paired with some of the other strategies. You don't want to just do team building activities and nothing else, but it can be a nice way to kind of push the reset button, give your people a little bit more space to breathe, and kind of give them a day off of work, or half day or whatever that looks like for your team, but give them a little bit of time to just kind of have fun, and that will get them re-engaged and re-excited. And the last thing, number 5, is charitable work opportunities. What does that mean? It means finding opportunities to volunteer, to give back as an organization, as a team, to go volunteer somewhere, or to do some sort of charitable outreach and communication, working with different nonprofits to support their mission. And then the best case scenario is you can ask your employees what kind of nonprofits they care about, and then figure out ways to volunteer with those organizations or to give back in some sort of meaningful way, whether it be a fundraiser internally or just engaging with them with a campaign or something like that. So with that, those are the 5 different employee engagement strategies or ideas for helping to create passionate employees on your team. Hopefully they were helpful. If you have any other ones, please let me know in the comments below. With that, I have new videos every Tuesday, so I will see you on the next one.